What's up guys, I'm Brian with Fort Knox Company and I'm going to show you two new tactical chest packs that just came out. They are from FitDum. They have two different design options. I'll show you everything you need to know and go over all the details right here. Let's take a look at the first one that has the clips on both sides. As far as the measurements, we are a true 10 inches and 7 inches. And it looks like if you were to try to expand this thing, you know, you're getting like 1 to 2 inches thick if you want to pack it full. But this one has both clips on the side, so it should be pretty easy entry. Clips on the front, and this harness, real thin, you can see right through it, but everything seems to be sewn well. And then we have all these adjustable clips. So this one I say is probably the most adjustable as far as how you're going to get it to fit on your person, but there is no stretch on these. There's no stretch. So as far as adjusting this one that has the clips all the way around, it's going to be strictly reliant upon you tightening down on the buckles. So with breathing and running, there's going to be no flex or bounce, but you also might be tightening this thing so much that when you take a big breath or if you're breathing hard or something, maybe you don't get the expansion or the flexibility that you want in it. But this will be fully adjustable and obviously a lot easy to get into. Now, as far as this one here, the tactical sports pack that has just the top clips, but the side has these slides. This is like super soft, very stretchy, and these sizes on it, you're going to be at 10 inches again by 7. So I would say that this outer pouch area is exactly the same structure, size, dimensions. And then again, I think you're probably going to get 1 to 2 inches if you were to pack this thing full. Obviously, this one has a zipper pouch. This one has a zipper pouch. This one has a clip, little Velcro, maybe a small, I don't know, maybe you could put a pager in there, but I don't know if you could put a cell phone. But when you look inside, it has a lot of the same features that this one has. Inside, you are going to have a right-hand draw. This is exactly what I wanted on the very first one that I had. You could probably slip a magazine or two in here, maybe some pens, some punch pens, or whatever EDC stuff you might want. But definitely right here, we have our right-hand draw. And we got the same thing on this one, a right-hand draw. And this is like a neoprene. This is actually very flexible. A little bit of pad behind. This one seems to be a little bit thinner. So this one's actually a little bit thinner than this one. So the one that has the stretch, it actually seems to be a little bit lighter weight, but the inside is exactly the same. So same size structurally, a little bit thicker pad right here. Maybe that's because there's more restrictions with these clips and no flexibility in the bands. But this is thin and probably gonna flex a little bit more. It's slightly lighter weight, but you have all that stretch. So when you go to put it on, it looks like it's going to easily stretch over your body. And then we have the clips to adjust how high you want this to ride on your chest. Awesome products. They've definitely improved. Again, these are from FitDum. And I had a previous one years ago that had a left-hand draw, but everybody said that when they were ordering them, they were actually getting a right-hand draw. So maybe it was my just luck of the draw. But I got that left-handed one and it worked good for me. But I saw these new ones come out. I saw that they had a 4-clip option and a 2-clip option. So I wanted to get both and show you how they were. I would still vote that the one that has the 2 clips and the stretchable entry that you got to kind of put over your head, this is my favorite because you can tighten it down. It flexes with you. It's very breathable. It's thinner and lighter. It has this bigger mesh panel on the back. It has a little bit more features here, reflective. Another, I mean, I don't know if you're going to carry anything back here, but maybe you can carry something back here. Just this whole web structure that goes along your back, I think is a lot bigger upgrade than this one, which seems very minimal. This is like a pack that you might want to take strictly for utility, and you're going to be maybe hiking out and you're not going to be running or doing a lot of agile stuff. This, I think, is more of a true sports pack, and you're going to get what you want out of that. Size is just big enough, not too small. You could fit something full size in here. I'll show you. So let's take a look at how a full size 17, this does fit in here. It does fit here within the webbing that they have, but the grip is going to be a little bit tight here on the end. But you can take this with you, you can run with it, and again, the profile is probably just a little bit over an inch thick. So this is great. It does fit. If you're going to get it out fast, you're going to have to, pull up on the grip here because it is wedged. So for size references, this is a 17. But if you want to go with something a little bit more compact, we have like a 43. 43 fits in here nice. I would say any like compact version, even with the extended mag, like you're going to have plenty of room, obviously a lot lighter, quick draw out. You can get it right out, right in, and you're not going to have any problem fitting this and then taking this out with you. So for even a full size, you can make it work, and then for a compact, it's ideal. And if you were to try to put one of these mags in here, you can slip extra mags in. You could still get this thing all zipped up if you wanted to. But everything fits really good into this thing. I would highly recommend this. Again, I would use the sport pack with the flexible sides and the bigger webbing for something if you're going to go running. And if you're going to just go trekking out in the wilderness, or you just want to go hiking and you're not so much worried about the movement or flexibility, this one would still work just as good. They're both priced very well, especially compared to what's on the market. But this one right here, I think, wins. It is a definite upgrade. We obviously have the right hand draw now. So we got the right hand draw. Sorry for all you left-handies out there, but I got a left-hand draw a long time ago, and I'm glad that they have all these in the right-hand draw. I'm 2 for 2 on this. This is the one I'll probably be running with. This is the one I'll probably gift for a friend. So let's see how these things fit and how they go on. This is the one that has all the elastic. So you're going to put it on similar to like a shirt. And you can see it kind of snugs down already. Got to fix the shirt a little bit. But I like the way this fits. It's very breathable. You can see that it definitely flexes, but the material that they use, the elastic, it's very silky feeling. You have the pocket storage here, you have the clasp storage there, and then we obviously have our main compartment, which has that right-hand draw. So that right-hand draw is the biggest thing for me. So if you want to put any of those essentials in there, again, this is a 43, but you can see how easily it fits in there. A lot of the times when I do go running with this, I like to just keep that, maybe your cell phone, and then basically what you need just to go light. And then when you're running, this is not going to bounce very much, but you can tighten it down if you need to. You can see how it fits here in the back. This elastic support is nice here in the back. But this is probably my favorite one just because of how high quality it feels. It feels very nice. It hugs the body well. And I think this would be good for running and sport activities, obviously. But I also think this would be just as good for taking out hiking because it is very breathable and it's very light. So this is really nice. It has the adjustability. I say the only downside of it is getting in and out of it. But you can take off these clasps up top. It's just hard to kind of get them over by yourself. But if you had somebody helping you, wouldn't be such a big deal. But really just getting it on and off, because it does flex so much, you can just get your shoulder in or out like that, and you can take this thing on or off. I almost never really mess with these clips, but you have that adjustability, really lightweight and really good quality. When you're looking at the pack that has the 4 clasps and it has just the bands, the webbing, it doesn't really have the elastic. I usually put this on like over my head. Again, I don't really like that the straps have so much to them, but you're gonna get more maybe for the bigger guys out there. And then as we come around, You can adjust these as you need to. This one I have kind of cinched down pretty tight, but you're not gonna, I mean, if you were to flex on this thing, it's gonna push against the straps. But I do like that if you want to, you can carry this thing really high and it isn't gonna flex on you. So I know some guys, when they like to run, they like to keep this thing high and tight, so it keeps the chest, it doesn't really sit like in the diaphragm area. And maybe they do like running like this. So I've ran with both, and I think that if you're going light, this isn't gonna be such a big deal. You can still take breaths without it, you know, restricting you too much. But this one might be for the bigger guys, maybe because you want more adjustability of it. That's what you're gonna get out of this one. Them both being basically the same price, it's kind of like whatever your preference is. This one you might get more time out of just because the elastic has the chance that it might wear out. Whereas these straps, I mean, the clasp has to break or something. So you're gonna probably get more time out of this one. Whereas in the other one, you're gonna get kind of more the silky, luxury, kind of flexible feel. So really, I think it just depends on what you're gonna be using it for. But getting in and out of it can be just as easy. Pop it on, pop it off. And again, this one does have that right-hand draw as well. So that's exactly what I needed. I don't think they have the option to order in the left-hand draw, but the Molly, you can kind of do what you want with that. But essentially, both of them have the same main compartment. So as far as what they can carry and what they can fit, that's gonna be the same. It's just gonna be your preference on whether you want the real simplistic, you know, webbing, or if you want the elastic version of the other one that I think is more of like a sport feel. I think they should probably just call this like the utility pack, and they should call the other one the sport running pack. But they're both from FitDom. They make really good products, and the white looks really cool and sleek. They obviously have the other colors like black and I think like OD green as well. Also, if you guys are interested, if you noticed, I have the shirt here. I actually make these shirts myself. I have maybe like 4 or 5 designs now. I drew these all up myself, and then I screen print these. So we have a train for the day, has a little shooter here for Knox company. Everything has that sleeve. And then on the chest of this one, we have a Fort Knox logo here with the Army head. We have a burn the ships. I call this one the Conqueror. If you know the slogan, burn the ships, it's a Conqueror saying, but it's kind of motivational. For Knox company with the flags. Over here we have the skull and crossbones on the chest. I can do these in different colors, black, white, OD green. I have a few other unique colors. These are the newest designs. Took me a while. I worked on drawing this for a long time, but I drew this up and then I have it shrinked for the chest piece. So you see the chest piece just has a little insignia right here, but has the flag, same type of font that I use that I kind of tweaked and did some stuff by hand. But this one says always reaping for Knox company, and this one says get busy living. So just some cool, like just motivational stuff, positive, kind of edgy, just fun. I got these ones in a lot of different colors. Very, very limited supply on the orange, or I have a subdued orange. We have neon blue, hot pink, which I did for my daughter. But we have some cool designs, but I also have some of the other ones, which are my traditional ones that I started off with. Got my Fort Knox logo. We have the flag with the Fort Knox company. And I've even done some practices on these Fort Knox Milwaukee logo I designed. These are, again, very limited. If you ask for it, I'll get you one. But we have these real clean looking. A lot of them will have some type of like little stamp on the back, but I can do them whatever. I do them one off and I do them all by hand. So if you need something specific, or maybe you just want something with the flag, I can do that for you. Really good fitted material, very breathable. It's a blend, it's a cotton poly blend. So if you guys want to grab one of these shirts, I just do it for fun on the side. It's just something that I like to do. I have a creative itch if you haven't learned that already. But I just like designing. I have these things in my head, so I do it. If you ever wanted to build, you ever want to do some screen printing, or maybe you guys have some questions about how to do screen printing or different methods of it, I can tell you I have boxes of all the equipment, got lots of shirts available, and I can print them all on demand in whatever color combination you want. Well, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please hit that like button for me. I really appreciate it. As always, I have the links for both of these products in the description there. And if you guys have any questions for me, please ask them in the comments. I'll get back to you right away. I'm really good at getting back to all the questions there in those comments. And also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I have a lot of videos on my channel that are DIY, construction, building related, as well as reviews and other family trips and places that you might want to visit. So if you like any of that kind of stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.